Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Look at this amazing looking tank on your screen. Let's just enjoy some fantastic World of Tanks gameplay today. No shenanigans, let's just enjoy fantastic stuff. I'm a little perturbed today, guys, because I just got back from the grocery store. I had to go pick up a couple of things and I drove there. And it's funny because as I was driving there, I was listening to the news, and the Consumer Canada or Revenue Canada or some government agency has assured us that things are getting better. Inflation has come way down and is now only at about 5.5%, and from its peak of about 8% a little while ago. So things are on the mend, and everything should be okay. And then when I got into the grocery store, I noticed that the pasta that I used to buy last year for 99 cents a package is $4.99, and the eggs that I used to buy last year for $1.99 a dozen are now about $7. And a cantaloupe that used to cost $1.99 is now only $7.99. So yeah, 5%. I swear they are legally stealing from us, guys. Legally stealing, and I did a little research. And what if you look at the business news in the business section, you can look up the profits of grocery store chains. There's only a few big grocery store conglomerates that control pretty much the whole market, and they've released their quarterly results and their yearly results lately. And when you look at those results, you'll see that they're all making a lot more money. They're all making record profits. And I thought, okay, well, they're making record profits. Well, why are they making record profits? Well, you can look at those results carefully, right? And you can see that they're in total selling about the same amount of food. It's not like everyone has decided, oh, I'm going to eat more now. It's not like everyone in the world over the past year has decided, I'm going to eat twice as much. So the grocery stores are going to be able to sell twice as much food and make more money. No, that didn't happen. We're eating about the same amount of food. So they're selling the same amount of product, but they're making a shit ton more money. How did they do that? Because they raised the prices. Okay, so, and they say they're a victim to supply chain issues. The war on Ukraine is making grain more expensive. So therefore, your cantaloupe has to cost $7.99 now. I have a friend. This is another true story. A friend of mine is in the market for a new car, and he ordered a car, brand new. He went to the dealer, and he has a specific model that he wanted to order, and he said, I want this model with these accessories and options, and he ordered it about a year ago. And when he ordered it a year ago, he was ordering the 2022 model of some car. And the dealer said, well, it might take a little while for you to get that. And time went by, and the 2022 sold out, and they called him up and said, well, you can't get a 2022. You're now on the list for a 2023. Do you still want to be on the list? And he said, yes. And so he waited and waited. And now, after about 14 months now, they've called him and they said, you are on the top of the list. We're ready to place your order for the car. Do you still want it? And he said yes. So they ordered the car. This was about 2 months ago. Then, now the car has arrived at the dealer. All right? The car has arrived at the dealer. I think the whole process, let me get my numbers right, about 14, 15 months since he first ordered it. It's finally arrived at the dealer. So the dealers called him up and said, your car has arrived. You can come and pick it up. And he went to pick it up, finalize the paperwork. He had everything set up, and when he got there, they told him, well, this is your contract. You ordered the car. This is the price we agreed on, and you can have the car now if you give us a certified check for the price we agreed on. And we've added a market adjustment fee to finalize the sale. And he said, what are you talking about? They said, well, we're going to honor the contract. We have ordered the car for you. It's the car that you ordered for the price that we agreed on over a year ago. But due to market conditions, we've decided that we have to apply a market adjustment fee to finalize your order so that you can actually have the car. So, long story short, he can have the car for the price they agreed on if he gives them an extra something like 12% as a market adjustment fee. Because the dealer knows, well, they got this car on the lot now and they can sell it for a lot more than they agreed upon a year and a half ago. So if he wants the car, he has to pay a market adjustment fee. This is happening in some dealerships in Canada. It's just ridiculous. It's funny because the car manufacturers are being very efficient when they roll out the cars now. They're very efficient in the manufacturing, and they put everything in a model. They wire it and put all the chips in that are necessary so that the manufacturing process is smooth. But what BMW is doing now is they're saying, well, everything is in the car, but it's not activated. For your convenience, we've included everything in the car. You don't have to pay for everything right now. You could buy this car, but if you should decide that perhaps if it's cold and you would like your seats to be heated, you would like to use the heated seats function in your car, you can go on your BMW app and you can activate. You enter a code and you activate the heat, and the heated seats will work, and that'll cost you $18 a month. You can activate you don't have to have the heated seats. You can save $18 a month, and you're heated. When you press the heated seat button on, it won't work. But if you activate the heated seat function, then they'll work. I kid you not. Go to the BMW website, guys. BMW now is wiring all their cars with heated seats, but when you buy the car, you buy the base model or whatever model of the car you have does not include the heated seats. If you want the seats to actually function, the heating function, you have to activate it with an app and pay $18 a month. They have something like $300 a month worth of function that you have to activate. It doesn't work when you take possession of the car. It has heated seats, but you can't turn them on. They're just they're legally. This is legal. It's the car industry that's regulated by governments and laws. They can legally do this. This is legal. They're not breaking any laws. They're all legally colluding to steal from us, basically. That's what they're doing. I live in the woods here, right? The cabin. You guys seen pictures of the cabin? I'm off the grid. My heat is from propane. I've got a big propane tank, and once a year, sometimes it's about once, a little more often than once a year, a big truck comes and they fill up my propane tank. So they filled up the propane tank recently. And it was about $900 of propane to fill the tank. And I got the bill, and there's the system access fee, the tank rental fee, the delivery fee. But there's a new fee now, $900 of propane. And the bottom line in the bill is $92 carbon tax. My government in my country has carbon tax. So I paid another $90. And what does the government do with that money? The government collects the carbon tax from everyone who uses anything that has carbon in it, like my propane that I need to heat so that I don't die in the winter. It's not like I can convert to, convert to solar. The roof is covered in snow. Let me just slap down 50 grand and buy some solar panels and everything will be okay. No, I pay the carbon tax. They collect the $90. They collect carbon tax from everyone. Then they get it, and they hire thousands of bureaucrats to manage the collection of the money. And they put it in accounts, and they administer all the money, and then they spend it all. So at the end of the year, every government all over the world says, well, we spent all the money that we've collected in everything, and we spent it all, and as a matter of fact, we borrowed a lot more, and we don't have any. It's all gone. Poof. Why you complain? You making too much money. Your money go poof. We correct money, and then we redistribute wealth. We give money to whoever we want. Oh, you fucked. Like what? It's just a poof. I'm at the grocery store, and the particular grocery store I'm at has a loyalty program. I give them my card every time I go there. They say, do you have the loyalty card? And I go, yeah. And they go, beep. I could do it on my phone. I could download the app, but then they'll steal my identity. So I've got this card that I carry around. I've carried it around for years. I go to the grocery store, and every time I buy something, I go, beep, 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 right? And so after, it's been years, and finally, today I asked the lady, so I've been beeping this thing for years. What do I get for it? Like what? And she goes, oh, you've been collecting points diligently, I can see here. Let me check you. Oh, you have an $8.93 credit that you could apply to your purchase today. I've been collecting points for 2 years. I've been doing beep, 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 beep for the 2 years, carrying this thing around. I can have $8? Oh, yeah. They have now loyalty cards if you go buy, let's say you want to give someone a gift card as a present. Right? You get a gift card for a certain store. Some of the fine print now, read it, because some of the new gift cards say if you buy a $50 gift card, in the fine print it says the value of this gift card will decrease 10% per year if you don't use it. So you can give someone a $50 gift card, and if they're lazy and they put it in their wallet and they wait like a year, then as inflation goes up only 5.9%, their gift card drops 5%, so it's only worth 45. It's legalized stealing, guys. It's legalized stealing. And then in the store, they make a point of everything is a lie. Everything you read is a lie. I'm gonna buy a loaf of bread, and the loaf of bread says $4.99. $4.99 for bread. And you go, geez, that's a lot. It used to be like $2. All right, $4.99. You pick it up, and then you look closely at the sign, and it says $4.99 in big letters, and then in little letters it says, when you buy in groups of 4. If you buy just one, it's $6.25. What? I don't want to eat 4 loaves of freaking bread. How the hell am I going to eat 4 loaves of freaking bread? So it's just legalized stealing. It's just the world has become insane. Guys, it's become literally insane. It's legalized stealing. Let me read you something here. This is wargaming. Trying to get us all to, what was the latest thing they did? The new, where you could bid on tanks, the new, I didn't even bother, but to the 121B Monkey King. Did you guys buy a Monkey King? They really wanted you to spend all your resources to get yourself a Monkey King. What was the Monkey King? Let me put it up there. It says, the first vehicle under the hammer is the 121B Monkey King, a copy of the well-known Chinese medium tank. They're selling a copy of a Chinese tank. Chinese tanks, anything made in China is a copy of something. They're selling you a copy of a copy. All right, they want you to buy a copy of a copy. The brand new permanent 3D style enrobes the top-tier vehicle in a guise inspired by Sun Wukong. You make it too much money. A legendary hero from Chinese myth. Guys, find out why the 121B was already a legend before the permanent and mythical Monkey King style, and why you should bid on it right away. So there's already a tank that you might already have. You can bid on a new one, which is a copy of it, but it has a style on it. And you know what? People rushed out to get it. People rushed out to get it. And some CCs, you should be ashamed of yourselves, you know who you are, made videos. Guys, look! Oh, look at the 3D style. This is beautiful. You should rush out and get one. It's just Somebody help me. Daddy! I'm ready! Daddy! I'm ready! I'm ready, Daddy! Here! I'm ready! I'm ready! And in the background, it's all just lies and deceit. Everyone's making too much money except the regular schmo. It legalized everything. Is legalized stealing, basically. I don't know how else to describe it. How have you guys been coping? How have you guys been coping? Because a lot of you that are watching are not necessarily watching from North America. This is what it's like in North America. Here's another example of legalized. Before we get to legalized stealing now. The government wants to... the government's decided that we should all drive electric vehicles. Now, this is not a statement on whether you agree that it's a good idea that we drive electric vehicles or you don't think it's a good idea. That's besides the point. But the new plan, so this is not a statement of whether it's good or bad, or, I'm not making any opinion about it, but this is the plan. The plan is the government has a program now in my country and the United States to transfer money directly to the richest people in the world that own the corporations that manufacture the electric vehicles. So if you want to buy one and you go to the dealer and you go, ooh, that's pretty expensive, the government says, don't worry about it. If you buy it, we'll give you 10 grand. And what do I do with the 10 grand? You give it to Elon Musk. Or you give it to the shareholders of Ford or Chrysler or wherever you buy your electric vehicle from. Oh, it's pretty expensive. I don't know if I want to buy it. Don't worry. We collect carbon tax. We do transfer. We transfer wealth. Who do you give the wealth to? We give it to owners of biggest companies in the world that make electric vehicles. So you go to buy the vehicle. The car companies keep the prices artificially high because they know, well, the government's going to give that poor idiot a rebate, an incentive. The incentive is they give you money, they give you money, and then you take the money and you give it to the dealer and pay extra for the fuel efficient vehicle you're going to buy. So yeah, it's probably a good thing that you're driving an EV and you're not spewing out carbon anymore. But who's making all the money? Show me the money. Where's the money going? The money's going to the richest people in the world. Well, bless it all the rich. Bless it all the cheesemakers. Bless it all the cheesemakers. What do the cheesemakers have to do with it? Ah, honey, don't take them literally. It's not simply the cheesemakers, but any manufacturer of dairy products. It makes no sense, guys. It makes absolutely no sense. The world has become a complete and utter shit show. I'd love to hear your comments. This is place your shit show comments here, okay? Because some of you are watching from Great Britain, the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, France, Romania, all over the world. All right, you guys, I have viewers from all over the world, and I'm sure that you have interesting stories of shit showness that's happening in your countries, because not everywhere is I speak from the perspective of what's happening in North America. It's all legalized stealing here now. The richest people in the world and governments have raised the bar to legally steal from us now. It's basically legal to steal in North America. I don't know, so I speak from that perspective. Maybe it's not like that where you're from, but leave some comments. I'm gonna read all your comments today, and it'll be really interesting to see, what your guys' feeling is. And as far as so leave some comments, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoyed my rant. I had to get it off my chest, and I always tell you guys. Subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow, and I'll catch you on the next one. And as far as this, what did we just witness here? The same old, it's legalized stealing. Just a shit show. Yeah, shoot your own teammate. Fucking mouse.